Good evening, folks. Back again for number 23. And I just like to share a little story with you about what life was when I worked on the green chain, pulling lumber in the big redwood mill out west in the early 70s. And I'd like to title it, this talk tonight, You Are the One Responsible. Well, back then, there was, I forget how many guys on the green chain. This is back when you only made $300 to $400 a month, and so what I'm talking about, um, will make more sense to you when I tell you what our little bonuses were. But every day they kept a tally, and if we got over a certain amount of lumber pulled in that day, we would sometimes get, one, two, three, four, once in a while $5 a day extra. Well, when you figure there's 20 working days in a month, even if you only get $3 a day, that's $60. $60 out of a total of $350 to $400 or less. That makes a big difference back then in the early 70s where I worked. And so we were very conscious of these guys that don't like to work. Because if they don't pull their share, then they have to add some guys onto it. Because where we worked, it would pile up on the end of the green chain. The lumber would just keep piling up until they had like 3 or 4 feet of lumber for, 20, 30 yards. And then they have to put extra guys on there to pull that. And that cut into our bonus quite a bit when that happened. It didn't happen all the time, but we had one guy there, and I knew him, but he was lazy. He didn't want to work there, and he's been lazy all his life. And I won't mention his name because there's people that'll be watching this that know who I'm talking about. We went to the same church, but this guy, I had no use for him at all. He said, this kid isn't going to pick up the big board. That lumber was really heavy. 2x12s, 24 feet long or so. You pick it up, and it still has the center of it touching the floor because it just bows. It was so wet and heavy. And it was very hard to get off the floor because it would create a suction. And this guy's over here, and when you're pulling lumber, that lumber, every time a picaroon gets stuck in it, it messes up some of the board. And I couldn't believe it. The boss was standing over there watching him, and he's over there just hacking away at this great big plank, nice, beautiful board. It was like 2x12, 20-some feet long, and he's just ruining the whole end of it, trying to pick it up because he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't get down there and pick it up. Oh, I could hardly keep my mouth shut. I was so frustrated. And but you get guys like that, and when they're on your team, and they're cutting your profits out, it don't set well with the other workers, the guys that are willing to put in a good day. And we had a pretty good thing going there with our bonuses. And anyway, I'd like to tie that in. That's one of the things I like about the Super Affiliate Network. I am the one responsible for what I do and how much I make. It's not other members on the team. It's up to me. I don't have that garbage on the side there pulling me down. You know, I know the job, I know what has to be done, and I do what has to be done, and then nobody to blame but me. You don't have to worry about some nincompoop that won't work. I have a lot stronger words for those kind of people. They're moochers, and I don't like it. I like being my own boss. I like setting my own time, and I'm hoping once I get this tech straightened out, I won't have to spend hours and hours. Today, I was just trying to figure out how to launch a campaign, and the tech part is just terrible for me. And I couldn't get into my back office for some reason. There's a tech reason. And so I'm searching all around trying to find videos on how to set up a campaign in what they call ClickMagick. Well, I was so happy finally. I mean, everybody goes so fast. You get these videos and they go so fast and they move the cursor so fast. I can't follow them. Plus that, I don't understand the language yet. I'm learning the language, but the language, that computer tech language is, I'll say it's Hebrew to me because, I know a little bit of Greek, but I don't know any Hebrew. And I guess it's getting Greek now because I'm starting to understand some of it. But I found a gal on YouTube that was from our super affiliate network. Her name, I won't mind saying it because she needs a pat on the back. But she spoke clearly and slowly, and she just was very thorough, and it was easy for me to follow. I only had to watch her once. And my hat is off to her because she is a good teacher. You have to learn to be a good teacher here too. And I'm thinking, man, if I can't even understand the language, how am I supposed to teach somebody? But anyway, I just love being in the sand, and my future right now is just, things are fast changing for me, and I'm pretty excited. In fact, this weekend, on Sunday, I think it is, I haven't figured out exactly when I have to leave, but I have to leave and start driving out to Reno if I'm going to get there by Wednesday sometime. So I'm pretty excited. I just wish Glenda was going with me. But if you're interested in what I am so excited about, and you want your future to be nice and do what you want to do when you want to do it, not worry about the cost of stuff, click on the link that's involved with this video and check it out for yourself. Try it. You might like it. A lot of people think I'm stupid. They're watching me, but I'll just be way ahead of them when they decide maybe they want to try it. Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Have a good evening.